My friend Zach hasn't eaten his favorite food in years until today. Welcome back to Mythical Kitchen, where we all gotta eat, even if we can't eat. Hold on, give me a sec. I printed out a list. Bell peppers, parentheses extreme vomiting, dairy, parentheses bloated, gassy, red meat, inflammatory, and neck tenses up, alcohol, stiff neck, too much chicken or turkey, too much gluten, eggs, paprika, which is just bell pepper, anything with capsaicin, peppers, coffee, fast food, i.e. deep fried foods, junk food, corn-based junk foods, and cheese-flavored junk foods, especially soda, parentheses from the high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah, also if I have too much matcha, I get real farty. I think it's the sugar.
It's probably just the sugar.
I didn't tell you guys that I can't have too much sugar in a day, but because I want to eat it.
Sure, that's a fair point. Yeah, but are you constantly battling against these things because you want them? Bell peppers are probably easier to avoid than, say, sugar.
Think, man. So I love food, but food does not love me. I have a lot of dietary restrictions. I have irritable bowel and just like inflammatory stuff going on. You would think bell pepper would be easy to avoid. They put it in everything. It's because
Who's they?
the people, the big food. Big food.
Pushing their bell pepper agenda.
No, it's like, okay, because I'm dairy free, so I often am, when I'm going out to eat, I'm forced to the vegan stuff. But vegan food doesn't have flavor, so they put these little colorful red.
It always has bell pepper in it.
Yeah, it always has bell pepper or paprika or any, and they don't put it on the menu because it's like, oh, it's just a little garnish. We're giving you that for free. No, I pay a price.
A little bit about the background. We were talking about you potentially being on last meals, and you casually said, if I were to eat all the things I wanted to for my last meal,
It would be my last meal.
it would actually be your last meal.
Yeah, and by the way, guys, get this video to 3 million views. This is my audition to be on Last Meals. Josh said I'm not allowed on the big show yet.
Never.
But if I do well here, then maybe I get invited back, probably a January
We
slot.
said season 7. Yeah, season 7, January.
Somewhere between episode 178 and 216.
So that's why we have taken 5 of your favorite foods, and we are going to try and use our ingenuity and inventiveness as chefs to recreate them in the perfect Zach Kornfeld allergy-friendly form. And frankly, see if they're still actually satisfying, because, like, what the hell's that?
Can I touch it?
Yes, you can.
I didn't wash my hands.
We'll get you. Now we
It's
gotta
not
wash.
squishy at
We have to
all.
wash both your hands and that. Zach, do you know what we're making?
I have no idea. I don't know what this is.
Yeah.
I don't know if
spin it around, because the backside looks even better, I think. That one's got more jelly on it.
jelly.
Yeah.
What the heck is this? Is it like fake bologna? Is it Spam?
Oh, I mean, what do you mean, fake?
And I thought this would be squishy. I thought it'd be bouncy like a trampoline.
No, it's hard.
Yeah.
It's hard, because the meat that it's meant to mimic, it's kind of one of the harder meats. People seem to enjoy it more when it's harder.
This is egregious what you're doing.
You gotta aerate it.
No, you don't.
You gotta aerate it.
You don't
That's how it
actually.
works. You gotta aerate the non-coffee. So this isn't coffee, technically. I am fascinated by there have been several historical substitutes for coffee due to different shortages. This is chicory coffee. This is still really popular in New Orleans, actually, in Louisiana, that they will add ground and roasted chicory root. You ever have like radicchio or endive?
Yes.
So those are the leaves of the chicory plant, so they're kind of like bitter. Then the root, you can actually dry it and then grind it. And they used it as a substitute for coffee during shortage, but now they still just add it to coffee in New Orleans as like a fun little homage, and it's delicious.
It smells
so if you
really
smell
good,
that,
yeah.
So you can't drink coffee.
No, I can't. I had to stop drinking coffee in my 20s, which is why I became so obsessed with tea, because I still desperately crave the caffeine.
Is it the caffeine that you can't consume?
No, I drink tons of caffeine. It's like, same with me, not drinking alcohol. It's just because what it does to me. I still party.
Sure. Yeah.
It's the coffee specifically would just turn me into a bloat monster. I mean, I'm talking demonic farts. You know what's weird too is that I got through all of college not drinking coffee. And then I was on one overnight shoot and I'm like, let me try it. And then I became addicted. Those scare me more than anything. That to me is the scariest machine in the world.
Okay, you should try this just raw. These are gonna get heated and crisped up. Frankly, I haven't even tried the squishy raw version yet.
That's baloney.
Turkey bacon. Being a Jew, did you grow up on a lot of turkey bacon? Because I grew up on so much turkey bacon.
I didn't grow up on turkey bacon, but it's become a big part of my life. Wait, so this is a block of turkey?
We sugar and salt cured the turkey, added some liquid smoke to it and some spices, and then basically like put it in a stand mixer and a food processor to sort of like buzz it all up and to get that like emulsifying snap there.
I'm realizing you asked me if I grew up on turkey bacon because you were asking if I grew up kosher.
Not even, well, I don't know.
I don't know.
You didn't grow up kosher at all, right?
No, not at all.
Did both of your like parents eat pork?
Yeah, we're terrible Jews. no allegiance to the religion in any way whatsoever. I just like lox. That's it.
Fair point. We were that, except like, my grandma just didn't cook pork in the house, so we ended up with like turkey bacon.
I remember going to a friend's house once, and they had a meat and a dairy sink, which if in a kosher household you have two different sinks, and I had to wash my hands, and I didn't know which one I was.
I think you're made of meat, dude.
I thought I was meat, but I had dairy on my hands, so it was a very confusing moment for me. Does this have caffeine?
No, so there's no caffeine in it whatsoever. And also, I think we were trying to do some research on like what in coffee would cause inflammation, and there's just like very specific acidic compounds in the actual coffee beans that like when you roast to a darker roast, they actually like de-intensify. I don't know what exactly the thing inside coffee that would have like caused you that
Me neither.
issue is.
I also, I don't want this to be the episode where I talk exclusively about my bowel movements.
Dude, do you want me to talk about my bowel movements?
That would be nice.
They're great.
I bet you're regular. I bet you're so regular.
I'm a little regular. I'll tell you what though, I do eat like 200 plus grams of protein a day.
Yeah.
And so that is what really
forces itself out.
A little bit, yeah. It's kind of like, like squeezing out like a frozen Go-Gurt. You know what I mean?
You apply the pressure of new food, it's gonna get out of there.
Yeah. But also a lot of fiber, because there's creatine in there as well.
You strike me as like a 10 a.m. and a 4 p.m. every day on the dot.
I was only one a day for a while, and it used to be at about 18 a.m. But now it's with the show. With the show, I'm not a victim here, but with the show, my poops aren't as regular. I'm eating weird stuff at weird
Because of
times
what
of the
you're
day.
eating.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was because like Christoph Waltz is in, so you're holding it in.
I can't shit within 10 hours of Christoph Waltz getting here.
Can I tell you? So I didn't know that I had a.
Huh?
I didn't know. So my poops were weird for a long time.
Yeah.
And I didn't know it until it got really bad at the And that's pretty much the story of that.
We should talk about the food that I'm making real quick. Not to be like me, let's talk about what I'm doing.
What you got going on there?
We're making you a breakfast burrito to go with the coffee. And so what we're doing, since you don't eat a lot of red meat anymore, we're doing the turkey bacon. Look at him dance. Come on. Could someone with ankylosing spondylitis do that?
This is so exciting. I mean, breakfast burritos is one of the great things Los Angeles has to offer. We don't have much by way of art anymore. All of the film industry has left us, but we've got breakfast burritos. And even growing up in New York, I had breakfast sandwiches, right?
Yeah.
But eggs, I don't eat much, and cheese is what makes that thing magical, and I can't eat that.
This is the cheese.
No kidding.
Yeah, a bunch of blended cashews and nutritional yeast and a little bit of Dijon, a little bit of lemon, and then turmeric to try and make it more yellower.
Nutritional yeast is magical. It's like if you were trying to make like a vegan Caesar salad, you sprinkle that on top. Perfect.
Yeah. I was trying to like research why exactly nutritional yeast has such a cheesy flavor profile, and I really couldn't find a great answer. Because there's the one element of like glutamic acid, right? Which is the formation of like MSG basically. But like that doesn't explain all of the other cheesiness. Because you could put MSG in something and it wouldn't taste like cheese. I don't know if it's because, so yeast is technically a single cell fungus.
We all know that.
And I don't know. We're getting somewhere.
I will say that telling people, like when people come over to eat and I'm like, oh, we put nutritional yeast on it, doesn't sound good.
No, in the other term, I'm gonna reseason with a little bit of salt. The other term they created for it, just nooch.
Oh, so much more flavorful than I was expecting.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Right?
Yeah.
So the idea is we're gonna use this as like a little bit of almost kind of like a cheese spread on the tortilla.
And then we got in trouble for this. I think this is tastier than a cheese.
Like what we're effectively doing, this seems like cool vegan cookery, which like it is. This is kind of just how they make like industrial processed nacho cheese.
I'm waiting for the fast food company that goes, just pretend.
Like, oh, wait, no, you what were you saying? Isn't this a great interview format?
You really cracked one with this.
Just gonna go ahead and sear that off.
Those are some fat, wide cuts. And then this I know, tofu scramble.
There's tofu scramble.
Excellent egg substitute. I never make it for myself.
Do you know about this?
No.
Okay, open up and smell this. This is a very polarizing ingredient.
Uh-huh.
It's called kala nemak. or black salt. Woo! 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 Woo!
Oh shit! Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh, that's farts.
It's farts.
It's farts in a bag. It's sulfur.
It is literally sulfur. One of the things that makes eggs eggy is indeed sulfur. It is there's a something that creates hydrogen sulfide, I believe, in the egg whites that actually reacts to the iron inside an egg yolk and creates like iron sulfide or ferrous sulfide, which is crazy. So when you add just a little bit of that to scrambled tofu, it actually tastes eggy.
Are you inviting me to?
Yeah, please. So like we like kind of casually say fart dust, but like, you know, there's there are certain ingredients that, you know, something bitter, a little drop of bitterness just tastes like fart.
It tastes like eggs, but also fart.
Yeah, sure. Let's try this coffee.
I'm excited. I'm also seeing that a little bit of kala namak goes a long way because it is still salt. Well, hey, first.
Do it. Cheers. I've never had straight
Dust.
ground roasted chicory.
Hey.
What?
Hey now.
You're an all-star.
Get your game on.
R.I.P. Go play. He's dead. Wonderful.
We all will.
Yeah. Hey. You know, I got two things in common, and you're gonna get to hear the rest of that if you get 3 million views.
Like and share, please. What's your favorite breakfast burrito in LA?
Dude, we just had a guest on yesterday.
This is the problem. He knows too many people now. He can't answer.
I know.
He's lost his
No,
credibility.
yeah, Lucky Boy. I love Corner Cottage. No, I'll make a definitive answer. Larry's Chili Dogs.
I'm a big Koufax guy.
Koufax,
and
yeah.
when I was still eating cheese, I lived right by there, so I used to be able to walk deliriously on a Saturday or Sunday morning. And they put tater tots in theirs, which I love. And they work with blood sows, and so you can get like barbecue links in your burrito, which is crazy.
The thing that I didn't like about Koufax is that they would put bell peppers in it, and I don't like bell peppers in a breakfast burrito.
Maybe I asked without it.
We're all shocked. Have you heard the hushes? It's that. So Tony has been for the last like 2 weeks R&Ding our gluten-free flour tortillas.
You did this gluten-free?
Yeah, so this is a gluten-free flour tortilla as well, perfected by Tony, the proud papa over there.
Way to go, Tony.
Whose last words to me were, hey man, try not to overfill this burrito too much. And after the third slice of turkey bacon went on there, I heard him go, I heard your head move the wind back and forth. This is our gluten-free, red meat-free breakfast burrito, turkey bacon, scrambled tofu, cashew cheese. What else did we put in there? Miso powder, roasted potatoes. That's what those were. I didn't even tell you about those.
Yum.
And then we have a pepper-free salsa.
What is this made out of?
This is just simply grated tomato, a little bit of olive oil, and salt, which is a wonderful condiment that is used all across the Middle East for things like burekas and stuff. It's just really great. It kind of gets you, you know, the acid, the wet. It's nice.
I like it wet.
You know?
Delicious. Okay, I'm gonna try this unsauced first.
Well, you might get a little splash on you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh good.
I mean, it's the cheese.
The cheese is doing a ton.
The fact that this held together is crazy.
And Tony, great job on this non-flour flour tortilla. I am not gluten-free, but I've been told I should be because it's very inflammatory. I was vegan for a while. I don't want to talk because then I can't eat.
Yeah, I'll talk.
Can you want to just guess my story?
Zach was vegan for a while, but what happened is he started going to those protests that the vegans are always going to. And then someone said, hey, Lady Gaga is wearing a goose-themed costume at the Golden Globes.
It was just too
Zach,
hard.
We want to keep eating. Zach, we need you to throw a bucket of fake blood on Lady Gaga. So there Zach is with a bucket of fake blood, red paint, Lady Gaga walking down, and he goes, is this worth it? Even though there are no published papers about the fact that this will decrease my inflammation from my ankylosing spondylitis. And then he actually went to throw the fake blood on Lady Gaga, trips, falls in the fake blood, writhing around, pisses his pants, starts crying.
Like a turtle on its shell going, oh no, oh no, oh no.
But pissing the whole time, and all the vegans start laughing at him.
No.
Pretty close?
Pretty close. It's just so hard to be vegan. And then I was trying to put weight on, and like the amount of tofu you have to eat is crazy.
It's a lot.
And honestly, lately I've been eating more meat.
Our concept of the episode still works.
It still works. My pain is in the most stable place it's been in years, which is crazy because I have a child at home now, and I really thought that the newborn trenches would set me off, but so far so good.
We can decrease the amount of pain in your life by even There's my breakfast burrito.
So do you think anyone heard what you said?
Remember
Or?
coffee? You ready to go on? Let's do it.
Cheers.
All right.
We all gotta eat and we all gotta die. Thanks for being with me, Josh.
Hey, thanks so much for having me, Zach. Now, what else do you say? Now's where can I?
Shit.
So now it'd be like where you intro me, but then you give like a deep cut.
A really
about,
esoteric pull about you.
What's
because
my esoteric pull?
I read your college essay on metaphysics.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Happy Feet.
I did see this clip.
So many people are asking me to upload the full thing, and I'm like,
You
no,
don't
it's
want
so
that.
bad. It's
You don't
so
want
bad.
that.
You don't want to see it. We're making lunch. We had breakfast. We're still sipping on our chicory coffee, but we're making lunch. We're making chicken parm.
I know what this is. I'm so stoked, man.
I hope you're
love
stoked.
chicken parm.
I hope you're stoked after we make it, because this is kind of a bit of a deep pull. We're
You're
kind of
taking
changing
all
it
the
up.
parm out. You're taking everything out of it.
We're leaving the chicken, so we're
Yeah.
doing a gluten-free panko breading. Instead of eggs, we're using aquafaba, which is the chickpea water. So you whip that up and it kind of gets thick from the protein. The sauce is where it gets interesting, because we didn't want to put vegan cheese on a chicken parm. The only good, I'm so sorry, there's Dr. Pepper in my coffee. So the only vegan mozzarella that's good is from, I believe, Miyoko's Creamery. It's like kind of a liquidy thing, and we thought it'd be weird. So my strategy as a chef would be to take a tomato-based sauce that has other heavily flavored ingredients in it and just switch that out. So we're making a puttanesca sauce.
I love a puttanesca. This is great. This
Chicken
is exciting
parm
for me.
puttanesque, man? Come
I'm
on.
on board. I'm fully on board.
Come on, where else would you rather be? I'm gonna get this chicken cooking real quick.
Great.
Wait, I have a question. So wait, we should address this with the crowd. I have a glove,
Yeah.
and I promised Lily that I would wear gloves.
And they had like a moment, and Josh sort of humbled himself. He got smaller and said, "I will do this for you."
I guess it's
My
just-
Lord, Lily.
Yeah, we had this talk yesterday. Lily was like, if you just use gloves sometimes, it would really make it easier for everybody on set. So I'm doing that, but I have a question. Do you want me to use the gloves for the chicken?
As many
Hold on.
gloves as you want.
This is actually huge. There's 100 in here. Tell me about your favorite memories of chicken parm.
Chicken parm is the food of my childhood. There's something about growing up in New York. You have so many Italian restaurants. My dad loves a chicken parm. And so I was making one chicken parm a week.
That's really cool.
It's I'm a terrible cook. I don't find joy in it. I'm not good at it. But I've always found chicken parm pretty easy and like fun to make. But yeah, like going to Little Italy, going to great. Let's get a shot for the camera.
Wait, I do need to go into that bowl
Yeah,
eventually.
you're right.
Yeah. I was like, I thought you were moving the coffees away from potentially getting salmonella in it.
No, I don't care about.
Sure. Yeah,
I think that's a hoax.
I'll tell you what. I thought that was the case, and then I looked it up. No, stats are like salmonella rips through America every single year. I mean, like 100,000 hospitalizations. It's crazy.
You know what I heard? Okay, so
ahead.
I eat raw cookie dough, or at least I did
Sure.
growing up. It's the flour you gotta be worried about.
Flour you gotta be worried about. Yeah,
No kidding.
Well, ish. I don't know if that's still a thing. But yeah, raw, uncooked flour, I guess, is just processed with a lot of processed in facilities where there's a lot of salmonella.
Can I tell you my controversial food opinion?
Go.
I think cookie dough is better than cookies.
Yeah, I don't think that's that controversial anymore.
Okay, hell yeah.
You know, I think you're.
I'm getting a couple nods, so I feel like I'm
I think
in
you're
safe
kind of like that
space.
edgy comedian telling edgy, edgy jokes in 2025. We're like, nope, that's just what everyone's saying now.
I'm
Everyone in
pretty
Austin
mainstream.
is saying the same thing. So we're gonna go ahead, spray that with avocado oil. What? What's up?
So the problem
don't
here
know
now
how to use
is
gloves.
that the gloves are so that we don't contaminate things, but now the salmonella hand is touching the oil.
I don't know how to
Yeah.
use gloves. When you get on camera, there's a lot to think
a
about.
lot of pressure.
And this spray is just so wide. This is the widest spray I've ever seen. Okay, we're gonna fry out some garlic. We're gonna fry out some capers. I wanna get like all of these kind of working in here.
We love capers.
The key is if you can't use like the cheese, right? Cheese has glutamic acid in it, which is effectively umami.
Yeah.
And so if you can't get the umami from cheese, what can you get it from? Boom. Oiled salted fish.
Anchovies.
Drop a whole lot of that in there. You can eat anchovies, right?
Yeah, you know, I feel like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles really did a disservice to the anchovy community.
Preach, tell 'em.
I grew up thinking it was the grossest thing that ever was, and it only recently have I gotten over that.
A couple things like that. Brussels sprouts for us in our era.
Yeah, broccoli. I have one of my baby books, actually the one you got me, Rachel, it says like ew, broccoli. And I'm like, I ain't reading this.
Propaganda?
It is a children's book that Rachel bought for me because she thought I would like it.
Wait.
It's a little too advanced
Coincidentally, though, you
for
have
my
a child.
No, it's too
Surely
advanced
the
for her.
child, you're...
No, she's not ready for it. It's too advanced.
Yeah, a book doesn't spoil. You don't have to, like, throw out the book.
Well, I'll keep it for her, but it's my book,
Sure,
and
but now-
it's mine.
I get it, yeah.
She has plenty of books. This one's mine.
Yeah, so we've got the much better looking chicken that Lily
Wow,
made.
Lily, way to go, Lily.
Hey, Lily, no,
Round of
Lily's
applause for
hey,
Lily.
I'm really proud of you. Wait,
Wow, she thinks you did a bad job.
I did a
She
good
thinks you
job.
did a bad job, dude.
What? No, did I do a bad job?
Lily thinks your chicken's not good enough.
What's wrong with that chicken? I kind of did that. Lily, I'm sorry. I feel like me and Zach are both failing you right now.
Sorry, why am I involved in that? I'm very excited for this because vegan cheese is tough. There are some new ones that are like really doing their thing, but for the most part and for years, it felt like vegan cheese did itself a disservice even having the word cheese in the title.
I agree. And I think also trying to make like mozzarella and stuff as opposed to, I'm gonna put a little gremolata on there.
You got it.
Just a little bit, just to get some more like, if you don't have the creaminess from cheese, get a little bit more acid, more herbaceousness, just lemon zest, garlic,
Notice you did
and
that without a
parsley.
glove.
I know, but there you go.
This is beautiful.
The more processed the cheese, like a nacho cheese,
Yeah.
the closer you can get with vegan ingredients. But
Closer
when
to
you're
God.
looking for that stretch, it doesn't work. That's why I circumvent it entirely. And here we have the puttanesca chicken parmesan with a little bit of gremolata on top.
I feel like you need to get over here with me, maybe
Sure.
wrap your arms around me and we cut this together.
Okay, we're gonna ghost it. So
Yeah.
I've only gotten, I think I only started developing body odor in the last like year of my life.
Not odor, but I smell you. I know what you smell like now, and that's fun.
Yeah. Do you want me to cut it? Or you got this?
No, I kind of just wanted you here.
Here, I'll get it.
This is a fun thing about Josh. He doesn't like forks. But actually,
yeah.
you have a
Yeah, we went
little
through this.
fork and a spoon. So
This
what was
is
your
one of
plan?
the few. This is.
So what exactly was your plan?
I'll tell you exactly what I was
Yeah.
gonna do. So it's gonna go where do we got? Here, and then you can just kind of.
Spoon it out. There you go. Yeah, if you cook it
Oh, look
right,
how
you
hard
don't
that
need
was.
you don't need a knife.
Look how hard that
You don't even need a fork.
I guess this is one of the few dishes though where I'd say that a knife would be appropriate. But I think what most people do, because this dish exists in chopstick predominant countries, right? Like a katsu.
Sure. Yeah.
And they
I
do
thought you were
they-
talking about chicken parm, and my mind was about to be blown.
You've never had Shandong style chicken parm?
That's delicious.
That right.
Now, if I ordered chicken parm and someone brought this out, I'd say, "What the hell is it?"
Fair point. Yeah.
But it is delicious.
There's like a lot of like the fattiness that's coming from that fried chicken, or at least that like, heavily baked chicken. But when you get like the acid from the capers, the olives have that bitterness, anchovies have that funk, like cheese on this wouldn't make sense because we've hit it with so many other complementary flavors.
As far as the gluten-free perspective too, I don't know that I'm missing anything.
I'm getting like a little like Rice Krispie aftertaste,
Which I kind of is fun.
it's not bad.
Yeah. I mean, my dad has a very simple palate, so it like this was the food. And when he went out, this is all he wanted.
Your dad is really cool.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. Are you met my dad?
Never met your dad, but I've watched a lot of videos with him.
You've watched videos with my dad?
You and I had some really emotional moments, yeah. Talking about how worried he was for you when you were.
Are you prepping for my last? Are you always prepping for people's last meals, whether or not they're on the show? We gotta get this to 3 million, by the way.
Oh, guys, keep
Otherwise,
refreshing.
Josh has watched videos of my dad for nothing.
Zach, you have a torturous autoimmune disease.
I sure do.
you had a really great short film about it called Ouch, which I watched recently.
I appreciate that.
And somebody compared you to Michel Gondry.
No.
They did, and that someone was me.
Yeah, okay.
No, I don't know about that. I thought it was a really good film. But no, we are making one of your favorite cocktails. That you mentioned. This is
We'll save this for the last meals, but I got to sit in on a post day of Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind with Michel Gondry.
wait, really?
Yeah.
That's so sick.
It was like the turning point of my life, and it was so he is one of the biggest visual influences to me. I think the world of him.
I did not know that.
So
at
the
all.
highest compliment.
And
you could
so
pay me.
if we get this to 3 million views, then you can hear the rest of that story. And
Unfortunately,
so-
I was told the bar has moved to 4 based on my performance so far. So we're gonna have to get it even higher. Josh said that off camera.
give this the old Jimmy Russell.
I know what we're doing here. This is a recreation of one of my favorite cocktails in the world, and they actually don't put the skin in there. So let me help you out. I would say
I thought you threw the whole.
I would say no one puts a passion fruit skin.
Okay, wait,
in a
no,
drink.
can I actually one of my favorite cocktails of all time has a whole floating passion fruit on top. It's called a porn star martini.
That's funny. So I don't drink much anymore, really ever, because I have an autoimmune disease. It's called ankylosing spondylitis. My body gets real stiff. Basically, my bones are trying to fuse together. And so then I take a shot that says, stop that bones. But I have some fusion in my hips. I have a little, it looks like a spur on a cowboy boot growing off my spine in different places. And so that leaves my body with a lot of inflammation. And there are different foods that are inflammatory. So it's an autoimmune disease, it's an inflammatory disease, and it's also part of the spondyloarthritis family. So it gets to be multiple things at once. And different foods, and alcohol being one of them, makes me tense up and stiffen up. So when I would drink, I would feel like my neck get almost like I was calcifying. So I stopped drinking and just smoked even more weed than I did before.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Well, we got some all-natural, non-alcoholic mezcal, which I will say just tastes like, I don't know, someone soaked peppercorns in a little bit of water and then charged you $40 for it? It's crazy.
This is a problem. Okay. If I could get on my soapbox for a second, I drink mocktails. I love mocktails. I don't think they should cost as much as normal alcohol.
No,
it's
man,
fancy
it's crazy.
juice.
It's crazy.
It's not fair. I just would like a juice, please. I would like a fancy bubbly juice, and I don't want it to cost $18. Hey.
Cheers. Hey.
Toss. So there is non-alcoholic mezcal in here.
There is non-alcoholic mezcal. See if this is anywhere close to what you remember.
It's so sweet. It's yummy.
The non-alcoholic mezcal is pretty sugary.
Yeah, maybe that's what's doing it.
I don't know why.
So the context here is I spend a lot of time in Mexico with my family. My wife and I got married in a small town in Nayarit, and there is a bar that what are you doing?
See if that helps.
Salt?
Yeah, see if that helps.
There's a bar that we love, and this is the one alcoholic drink a year that I will drink. It's called the Mezcalita Maracuya, and I love it because it's a delicious cocktail, and you get a little candy in it too. I love passion fruit. It's like nature's hard boba.
The texture of passion fruit seeds to me are a little bit like light bulb glass, though.
Like light bulb glass. Okay.
Yeah. You know how sometimes you crunch on light bulb glass? I am making you fajitas with no meat and no peppers. And so we've replaced the peppers with squash. So we have two different kinds of squash.
I love fajitas. It's the only meal at a restaurant that sings.
Yeah, and we're gonna make sure this sings. So we're sauteing right now some delicata squash and some chayote squash. The way that I figure it, if you would normally use bell pepper in fajita, bell pepper and squash are two what they call New World plants, right? The entire world did not have any sort of pepper until the Columbian Exchange and European settlers came to the Americas. There were no chili peppers in all of Thailand. Whoa. There were no tomatoes in Italy. There were no peppers in Hungary until, the Columbian Exchange happened. And so squash is another great, fajitas are obviously a Mexican dish. Squash is another great plant of Mexico and the American empires, or the Mesoamerican empires. So I figured.
Thank you for that correction.
This is just the stem of king trumpet mushrooms, so we're kind of using this as our steak.
Huh.
Just want to give it a smell. We got a lot of live
Josh asks
smoke
me that
on it.
all the time. He's always like, "Come here, give it a smell."
I think, No, I'm a very tactile, experiential person. You know what I mean?
What I love about a fajita plate is it's just so loud, and it you order it and you get it in the restaurant, and everyone turns because it's this big sizzle, and the smoke's coming up, and it's the only food that's served to you on its own cast. Well, there's a couple. It's one of the only foods served to you on a cast iron platter.
Yeah.
They say, "Oh, it's really hot. Don't touch it," and you're like, "I'll be the judge of that," and then you burn yourself. It's got a little oven. It's got a little mitt on its handle.
Yeah.
So fun.
So when they tell you not to touch it,
but I
should.
Right.
Yeah.
But I can't eat peppers.
Yeah. Buddy.
Yeah.
So split that guy on there. Ow! Zach, when I tell you don't touch this, it is actually a challenge to your masculinity.
No, it's okay.
And you should touch it.
My masculinity has never met a challenge it won't step down to.
Wait, hold on. And for the sizzle, little veg stock.
By the way, I did not know that's where the sizzle came from, and I sort of feel like I just found out Santa's not real.
Check this out. What did you think the sizzle was?
I don't know. I thought they cooked it on this and took it right out. I assumed.
I mean, maybe no, because that would be a lot. They're cooking it in a big old vat in the back, and they're just putting it on a hot plate.
Look at that.
And then we have your dairy-free, pepper-free capsaicin-free condiment plate, which is just guacamole.
An ice cream scoop of guacamole, which I think is very fun.
And then, of course, we got your gluten-free tortillas here.
All right, let's dig. Let's dig in. I'm interested to try these mushrooms.
You know what the key is to really
What?
like screw everyone over at your table is for the stack of tortillas, you reach right in the middle.
Right in the middle.
Yep, it's gonna be the hottest one. That is what I do when I'm a huge piece of crap.
The mushroom tastes like bacon.
Yeah, so that's probably all the smoke and the salt that we got on it.
It's delicious.
Is it good?
It's really good.
This tastes like cheap gristly steak, kind of.
The mushroom?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, the mushroom is too tough, I think, to honestly party with these guys. It kind of has to be a star on its own. It's hard to, it is challenging to chew through.
But how many times you go to Philly and this happens? I'm trying to impress the bartender.
It's yummy, certified yummy.
I know you love bread.
I love bread.
And I know you love pudding.
I love pudding, man.
And I know you love some bread pudding.
When you put them together, oh, this is the reason I'm here. I'm
kind of
so
is.
excited for this. I love bread pudding, and I have not had bread pudding in 12 years. It was my second date with my wife, Maggie. I did not have the heart to tell her that dairy wrecked me. And we went to this bread pudding place on Sawtell, and it was the most delicious, like literally last meal of my life. And then I said goodbye. I said, hopefully I get to marry that girl one day. I will be on the toilet for the next 64 hours.
And I think butterfly effect, right? Had you not shit your brains out for 64 hours because of the bread pudding, I don't think you and Maggie would be married.
I wouldn't have a baby girl.
Have a baby
Sometimes
girl.
you gotta shit your brains out for love.
Instead of trying to make like a gluten-free brioche or something that should be hard, we just made a gluten-free banana bread. When I say we, I mean Colby made a vegan gluten-free banana bread. And we're gonna turn that into bread pudding. So we're gonna take some macadamia nut milk. You ever have macadamia
Which might
milk?
be
Try that.
it might be the best milk.
I think it's the best milk. It's also probably the most expensive thing in the world.
Yeah. That's good. I think that we're ready to be post-milk as a society.
Brother, I'm just getting started with milk. There's some people who are lactose intolerant, a la yourself, and then there's some people that are hyper lactose tolerant, like me. I think my people were just like built on milk. You know
look
what I
at
mean?
you.
That's
You
That's that
you're sort
Fairlife
of
milk.
the poster boy for the 90s milk campaigns.
I was talking the other day about eating a big bowl of spaghetti with a giant glass of milk. Did you have that experience? Big bowl of spaghetti, giant glass of milk. Yeah, canned green beans with it. Boom.
I guess I can picture it.
Frozen. I didn't know Tally grew up like that.
Look, just because I'm this guy now whose body's broken and wants to kill him,
sure.
I don't want you to think I don't know how to party. I used to make Kraft mac and cheese and just take the pot off the pot right onto my belly and let it sort of heat my belly, and then I would sit on the couch and watch Game Show Network and shovel the whole box into my stupid little mouth.
Yeah, they call it otter style.
Yeah.
You know, just kind of like cracking clams on your tummy. Dude, what's on the Game Show Network? Paint me a picture here.
Oh, well, okay, obviously lots of Family Feud reruns.
Obviously.
But Baggage? Anybody? It's
Nope.
okay, it was a Jerry Springer hosted dating show where it was a guy and three women, or women and three guys. They never did gay couples on that show.
Yeah, that was,
You
that was
got-
before we knew that you could do that.
and they so let's say it was a girl, there'd be three guys with briefcases, and they would open up one at a time, and it was their emotional baggage. So it'd be like, I own 164 action figures, and she'd be like, that's too much baggage for me. And then they would eliminate one by one, and the baggage got more intense as it went on, and then at the end, then the person who was picking her date, they would then reveal her baggage, and then the date would decide, do I want to go out with you? They turn it on them. I watched about 100 episodes of that.
So we're kind of mashing up the bread a little bit. We
Oh,
let
yeah,
this
we're making
dehydrate. But the bread pudding spot that you're talking about is called Be Sweet Dessert Bar.
Yeah.
On Sawtell.
And I have not been in a decade plus.
And they have a very like what I can only call like a homogenous style of bread pudding, where it's like they scoop it from a large vat
Yes.
into a cup. And so we're trying to sort of recreate that vat style, but in a cast iron with some vegan butter. I think it's gonna be good. I'm just mashing. It's not mashy like that? Oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put this in the oven. But then, you know, sometimes you put something in the oven and it sort of
It changes shape.
changes shape.
Yeah.
It sort of reconstructs it because of molecules are actually tightening up.
So why don't you guys, if you made that camera slightly out of focus, I think then people wouldn't know.
Sure, I think
that
that's
we're about to swap it out.
Do you want me to smudge some Vaseline? Do you want me to smudge some Vaseline on the lens? Will that help? Can I just come up and kind of, hold on. Let me just kind of, if I can just kind of like get this finger on the. Yeah. So as you can see, this looks different. Well, I'll show you the one that I made.
What I love about bread pudding is when you put it in the oven, it actually reforms.
Ow. Well, hold on. So what happened was we had a fully made one. Welcome to TV shows. Finally, after 6 years, we can admit that sometimes when I say we're gonna put this corned beef in the brine for 2 weeks, that we actually have one that we've already made. So the bread pudding looked like that. I mashed mine into a paste because I'm not gonna lie, I kind of lost my head for a second.
Mm-hmm. But I kind of want to try both.
Yeah, I think you kind of fluffed that up, you know. So I'm gonna.
You're laughing? This does look like what I would make.
Listen, this is beautiful, and we're gonna put a little bit of
This is homemade ice cream?
homemade vegan ice cream.
Come on, you don't work out for nothing.
No, I know. I really do work out
This is
for
the
nothing.
moment.
I work out to quiet the mind. There we go.
Oh my
I think I
goodness.
should put that in the oven, and then we're gonna take a little bit of vegan caramel right on top.
I'm so excited.
There it
and you
is.
said a little bit, which was fun.
And then we'll check check it out though. We also have this. Look at. We have it.
We have
Like if you just want to get a little bit on.
This is coconut condensed milk.
This is sweetened condensed coconut milk, and so here we have our two bread puddings. This is the one that Colby made, and then I guess this is mine.
And so does the coconut condensed milk doesn't go on this one?
If you'd like it,
I don't know.
it doesn't drizzle as well as I thought. I thought
What if you
kinda
do
like okay, well, and yeah, now we're just sword fighting. Does this remind you of good times with your wife?
Don't do that.
What? What? It's talking about his first date. Creepos.
All right, here we go. I'm excited. I mean, I don't even know if I remember what this tastes like. It's been so long.
That means anything's gonna taste good.
Oh yeah.
Ugh.
Oh yeah.
What?
Oh yeah. That was fucking awesome, dude.
Hey Colby, I did nothing. I gotta stop pretending like I was doing.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
dude.
I want to try yours.
Well.
That's less awesome, but still really good.
Yeah. Hey, what are you gonna do? You know.
This is so good. I want to roll around in blankets while I eat it.
You got some blankets?
I kind of want to be naked.
3 blankets for Zach.
It's so good that I want to take my
3
clothes
blankets,
off.
no clothes. Thank you so much.
Oh my god.
Where would you rank all the dishes that we've made today as far as how much they satisfied compared to the original?
Interesting. Well, there's like how delicious it is and then how good it is of a proxy for the original. Some of the food replacements are better dupes than others. They're all delicious, but what's accurate? This is number one by far.
Easy.
Both
easy
in how
money.
delicious it is, but also I think most people would taste this and not know that it was a different recipe.
Yeah, this is like restaurant ready.
This is excellent. What the hell else did we eat? We did the mushroom
The burrito,
tacos.
the coffee was a
burrito.
revelation for me.
Coffee was, I guess coffee's number 2, even though that wasn't its own dish.
Yeah.
The burrito, I think, is number 2. Breakfast overall, like that to me was as good as any burrito I would order, and it did the thing.
Chicken parm.
If we just want to say like a panko crusted chicken,
Yeah.
that was great. Not having parm on a chicken parm, like it was a different dish.
Yeah.
It was a different thing. And then the fajitas were also delicious, but probably number 4 in that it just sort of became its own new food.
Too far afield on the Google Translate.
I think so.
Yeah.
But really good. I would eat those mushrooms again.
You can come back here for mushrooms anytime. And also, on a sincere note, we do want to have you on Last Meals regardless of how many views this gets.
Okay.
I mean, if this video like really tanks, like then we'll talk. But like regardless of views, we've always wanted to have you on. It's just a scheduling issue.
5 million is the new bar.
Just
Crank it
YouTube long form shorts. I mean, they pay you. It's really like
If we get a YouTube short from this to get to 70 million views.
yeah, 70 million. You better do something real wacky right now, dude. Zach Julian, thank you so much for coming by.
Oh my, what are you talking about? Thank you for having me. This was, did I just rip my mic
Did you
out?
skateboard over here?
I ripped my mic out. And it ripped some of my chest hair off. Thank you so much for having me, Josh. This was a pleasure. Oh, look, you can actually see my chest hair.
Oh my god! Oh
That's
my
grotesque.
God. Oh, those are. They look like fiber optic cords
just
right
go
there.
ahead and hide those.
Yeah, kind of tuck those back in there.
Kinda tuck
I'll
those
just kind of
back.
guard the bread pudding. People are gonna eat that. There it is.
Thank you so much for having
I
me,
wish for
Josh.
5 million views.
Thank you so much for having me, Josh. Thank you to the whole Mythical Kitchen crew. This was delicious. I am going to just sort of sit here quietly and finish this bread pudding while you guys clean, and I won't offer to help.
And thank you. Zach said he's going to actually clean up the entire kitchen. He's going to do every single dish, and that's how he gets on last meals. No, this is rad. Everyone check out Second Try. What else you got to plug?
We just made a murder mystery show. It's our version of Traders, but also a bunch of other social deduction games. And I think it's the best thing we've made in years. It's called Killer Dinner. When people are murdered off, they are poisoned by cutting into their food. And if they're safe, it's safe. But if they're the ones that have been killed, it either bleeds or oozes, or there's some other fun surprise in there. So you have a bunch of people trying to figure out who is lying and who's telling the truth. It's awesome. First and second episode are probably out on our channel by the time this is coming out, so go check it out. Oh, Josh is on our new season of Phoning It In. He's in 2 episodes, and so he was in a phone booth and then was in our ears trying to tell us how to make delicious food.
That was tough. That was a hard one.
Yeah, that was a tough
Yeah.
one, but so funny. He killed that.
Yeah, once again, you figured out how to get in a judge that I idolize to humiliate me.
Yeah.
Yeah, twice in a row. It's a great time.
Check out our latest episode of A Hot Dog is a Sandwich, out now.
That's right, Josh.
It's time for this little piggy. Okay, one more time.